I'm your host, Locum23, joining me for the Nanny Affair Chapter 4, The Fiancee. Watch as Sam's fiancée sweeps into the penthouse like she owns the place. Come in. I'm Sofia Russo, Russo Industries. As a new maid, you'll probably be seeing me here a lot. And I'm not a maid. I'm Anna Schuler, the boy's nanny. Oh, well, in any case... Sofia gives you a meaningful look, clearly expecting you to get out of her way. It's weird Sam didn't invite you. I'm sure she would have if she'd known I was in town. She didn't call and check? Not that it's any of your business, but we talked last night. I just hadn't decided to come back yet. Right, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. You did, but I understand. Someone like you can't help but be interested in the lifestyles of the rich and the famous. Well, when the famous show up, let me know. Sofia pushes her way past you, heading straight for the dining room. Sofia, what are you doing here? Happy birthday! Sofia greets Sam with a kiss on the cheek, and she offers her a small velvet box. A diamond tennis bracelet. Thank you, it's lovely. And boring. Sam already has like 1 million of those. Only the best for my boo bear. That's such a shit name. Sofia reaches out and tussles Mason's hair. He stiffens in this chair. Aren't you happy to see me, Mickey? I brought presents for your boys, too. I'm Mason. That's what I said. How would you like a new watch? It's our money. I got a matching one for you, too, Mickey. Thanks. Just what I always wanted. You have good taste. Has she even been around kids before? What a thoughtful gift, Sofia. Armani timepieces might be a little mature for them, but that's something we can discuss later. Oh, you're never too young to become a style icon. Sofia moves to sit in the open chair, your seat, when she notices you standing there. Well, aren't you going to clean up the dishes? I'm here for the kids. Cleaning the house isn't part of my job description. Oh, in that case you're dismissed. Sofia, you can't just... Oh, Sam, you'll never guess who was in first class with me on my flight. Talk to... Chrissy Teigen, can you believe it? Now, there's a style icon. Sam tries to cut in again, but Sofia talks right over. She shoots you an apologetic look. I'm sorry. Sam, at least she tried. Sofia just won't let her get a word in edgewise. Sofia is still yammering as you start to back towards the door. Good night, everyone. You return to your room and plop on your bed. Still unsure what just happened, you pull out your phone and text the one friend you know who will understand. Oh my god, Sofia's here. What? She dropped in unannounced during Sam's B-Day party. Oh, she's such a spoiled brat. You should have seen the way she treated everyone. She literally called me to help. Gross! What did Sam say? Nothing. Excuse me? She tried. But Sofia kept talking over her. Honestly, I think Sam was too shocked to do more. I hope so, because otherwise... WTF? Knock on the door pries you away from the phone screen. If it's Sofia with dry cleaning or something, I swear I'm not accountable for my actions. Open the door to find... Anna. Sam is standing in your doorway looking tired, disheveled, and yet somehow still incredibly sexy. Hey, Sam, is everything okay? Can we talk? Sofia's gone and the boys are down for the night. I was about to go to bed, actually. No, if a woman comes to your room and she wants to talk, you don't go to bed, okay? Unless you fall asleep talking to her. It might work. It might. It won't take long. I need to apologize for what just happened. Sam massages her neck tenderly and releases a heavy sigh. Your hands itch to help her relieve some kind of tension, to stroke her, to touch her. Her gaze meets yours, pleading with you. Please, I don't like how we left things back there. Let Sam in your room to hear her apology and spend some time together on her birthday. You'll never know how close you'll get. About 2 feet. 2 feet. Seriously, 2 feet. After a lingering look, you step back and give Sam some space to enter the room. You close the door behind her and turn, gasping softly when you find her surprisingly close. I'm so sorry, Anna. I never should have let Sofia talk to you that way. I should have been more insistent that she stopped immediately instead of trying to wait for an opening. Sam reaches out and places her hands on your shoulders. You tense, wanting to touch her to touch you and leave you alone, all at once. Sam... why didn't you stop her right away? I didn't want to cause a scene in front of the boys, but that's no excuse, especially since Sofia ended up doing that anyway. She made me feel like I wasn't even there. I told her that was completely unacceptable as soon as I finished putting the boys to bed. Despite everything, a smile tugs at the corner of your mouth at her words. Oh, Aunt Sofia didn't want to do it. She struggles with them. I decided to save us all an hour or two and take over. What, she didn't promise them Armani watches if they went to bed? You meet Sam's gaze and feel yourself start to thaw a bit. Her hands slip away from your shoulders, causing you to shiver as they go. Sam, I forgive you. You make it hard to stay mad at you. Good. It's not the same as an apology from her, though. Also, why isn't Sofia here talking to me herself? Is she too good to apologize to the help? I told her to go home. I just wanted to enjoy what was left of my birthday. Everything had been so perfect until she got here. Sam closes her eyes and rubs her neck with a pained expression. I just got these knots out and they're already back. Almost without realizing it, you step forward and offer, maybe I can do something about that for you. You move behind Sam and slip your palms over her shoulders, digging your thumbs into the tense muscles. She groans loudly. Oh my god, that feels... but you've already done more than enough, Anna. Not as far as these knots are concerned. Sam moans again, and a shiver courses through you at the sound. Your lips find her ear, speaking just above a whisper. Tell me where it hurts. A little higher, almost... Oh. Your thumbs dig into her back, and you feel her melt into your touch. You should... Listen, I suck with flirting, okay? Get on the bed. Sam swallows and turns, giving you a long look before obeying. You can't help but wonder what she's thinking. But then Sam stretches out on your bed. When you straddle her hips from behind, all of your thoughts disappear. You brace your palms against your shoulders and work on the stiff muscles, relishing the chance to touch her. You sure how to make a woman feel... I'm a woman of many talents. You've been proving that since day one. I suppose it's another reason why I can't stand Sofia treating you like that. We don't have to talk about it. I mean, you're right, it was messed up, but birthday law mandates we pause that conversation and focus on you. You're too good to me, Anna. And don't you forget him. Massage her lower. Your hands travel lower along her torso until you're rubbing your thumbs along her hips. Your fingertips graze the curves of her ass. Is this okay? Anna... Sam shifts under your touch. Yes, I just feel... restless. I know what you mean. Sam suddenly rolls onto her back and you're straddling her hips, gazing down into her eyes. Unable to stop yourself, you rest a hand on either side of her head and lean closer. So, when do I get my massage? She reaches for you, her eyes darkening with desire. Anna, I told you 2 feet! Mom, can I have my nightlight tonight? Children. Startled back into reality by Mason shouting from his room, you jump to put some space between you. Sounds like Mason needs you. Sam nods, eyes still locked on yours. Be right there, buddy. Anna. It's okay. Go. Sam gives you one final lingering look before turning to leave. You swallow hard watching her go. The next morning, you find Sofia taking up your usual spot, baking something in the oven. From the smell of things, she doesn't even have a lot of experience in the kitchen. Sofia, I didn't hear you come in. If you're looking for Sam, I think she already left for work. Actually, I'm here for the twins. I hope you like goat cheese, because I'm making everyone breakfast squishes with cauliflower crusts. Oh god, I think I just threw up and I've been sick for 2 days. Yum. Mason and Mickey trundle into the kitchen behind you, still half asleep. Oh, what's that smell? I think it's coming from Sofia. Good morning, boys. I'm taking you two out for some step-mommy twins bonding time today. After we have a nutritious homemade breakfast, of course. Decide not to mention the cardboard box for frozen breakfast squishes stuffed in the trash can. And don't think I forgot about you, Anna. You get to spend the day helping Robin plan the engagement party. Is that the thing Mom was telling us about the other night? Yeah, Aunt Sofia won't be just our aunt anymore. That's exactly right, boys. Your father and I are going to make our official debut to the world as an engaged couple. Wait, your father? What? I'm so confused. And Anna, we need you to make sure everything is just right for the party. Did Pixelberry screw up because I didn't pick the male? Because isn't it a bit weird to tell the boys' mother, or tell the boys that their mother is now a father? I'm so fucking confused. God damn it, I'm confused. Let me think about it. Sam said it was okay. Technically, she's the one who's my boss, so I just want to be sure. I love that you're such a hard worker, and yes, Sam totally backs me here. Well, if she approved it and you're taking the kids anyway... The oven dings and Sofia hurries to remove the squishes. She ignores you and smiles at the twins. Let's dig in and get dressed for the best day ever. Yay. Don't forget to wear your Armani watches. After forcing down 2 store-bought squishes, I believe I'm pronouncing them correctly. If not, I'm sure I'll be criticized. You take the subway to Dalton Enterprises to meet Robin. Anna, it's delightful to see you again. Hey, Robin, it's good to see you too. If we're gonna have to plan a fancy party, at least we get to have a little fun doing it. Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. I usually have to do all the party planning by myself, which leaves me drowning in caterers and decorations, but now we can drown together. You're, really not trying to sell this, huh? Come on, Anna. I thought we could be honest with each other. Let's go get our hands dirty. Robin leads you in her office. The two of you get to work. Here are Sophia's lists for us. That's not so bad. Oh, wait, seriously? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me! Please tell me this is some kind of sick joke. Oh, even I'm not this funny, but I don't know why she bothers asking me for help if she's going to micromanage like this. Entree suggestions, decorations, do's and don'ts, party games that highlight not only Russo's and Dalton's as companies, but also as a couple. There's something seriously wrong with her. When did she even have the time to do all this? I'm pretty sure vampires don't sleep. No, we do. Occasionally. ready to wade through the appetizers. Robin passes you yet another list. It's all deconstructed fancy stuff. Aren't there going to be kids at this thing? Kids have never been Sofia's strength. Well, I say we try to sneak sliders in there. Robin's eyes gleam with mischief, and she grins. Somebody not liking Sofia over there. I didn't say that. She's so refreshing, like a cold jog. Reminds you that you're alive. God damn it. Because you feel like it's killing you? No comment. I'm really trying not to mess with her. I just want the people at her party to actually be able to eat. Someone on the guest list. I appreciate it. Appetizers, check. What next? A few hours later, Robin hangs up the phone after bargaining with an antiques dealer over the chandelier Sofia apparently has to have at the party. I think that actually, that's everything. Drinks? You grin as Robin moves to the cart in the corner of her office, casually pouring 2 glasses. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed by the way you tackle everything. When we first met, I figured you were just a party girl. Can you blame me? I know Sam introduced me as her assistant, but my actual title is Deputy Chief Operating Officer. It's a little more complicated than taking messages and scheduling meetings. There are days when Sam and I don't even see each other, or our father, for that matter. Our father? I thought you were just unofficial siblings. I lived with the Daltons throughout middle and high school. They practically adopted me. All that was missing was the paperwork. Robin seems suddenly preoccupied with her drink, acting a little too casual. She's roofing a quick run. Sam always had everything handed to her growing up. No questions asked, the important job, the cute kids, the fancy fiancé. But me, I've had to work for everything, and I'm still not enough. I'm right behind her, though. It's a close call which one of us will win in the end. Do I sense a little sibling rivalry here? Of course not. I wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for her. I'm sure she's going to be awarded the position of CEO after Dan, and she's going to marry Sofia. It's practically a done deal. And just next in line in case she totally F's it up. Really? I didn't know that. Yes, it's too bad Sam and Sofia... Never mind. What? She can't just leave me hanging like that. I bet I can get Robin to give me the deets on the so-called engagement. Oh, fine. It's too bad that Sam and Sofia won. I probably shouldn't be airing all our dirty laundry in front of a complete stranger. I'm not a stranger. I'm basically part of the family. If Sofia is going to be a permanent part of Sam's life, well, that affects me too. You're right about that. Their engagement has a lot more to do with business than love. It's basically an arranged marriage. An arranged marriage? That makes a lot of sense. I just couldn't figure out what Sam could possibly see in Sofia. I mean, she is beautiful, wealthy, smart. The fact that she's also a real piece of work is almost, mostly an addendum. Our dad, he's what you might call a conservative. He won't step down as CEO until Sam marries Sofia and merges the empires. Seriously? Even though it's not exactly a conservative union? Oh, you mean the whole gay marriage thing. It's caused quite the kerfluffle the first time around, but after your daughter has already married a woman once, I guess you kinda have to lean into it. That's something, at least. Well, that and she also has 2 sons, so in a way they're at least heirs to the empire, so the dad, I'm sure, thought it over. I can't blame the man too much. Dalton Enterprises plus Russo Enterprises is a heady combination, much like this scotch. Robin takes a sip from her drink. Hey, where's mine? Still. Oh, you're not wrong about it being backwards as hell, but Dad thinks having a wife and kids will help cement a woman in her life. And the fact that Sam already had both things? Utterly beside the point. Deep down, I think Dad does want Sam to be happy, but he's a my way or the highway sort of guy. Your dad sounds like a real a-hole. You can't just force people to do what you want, no matter how good you think it is for them. Oh, he's not forcing Sam. She entered the arrangement willingly enough. I, for one, didn't think she'd go through with it. I figured she'd tell Dad off, maybe even resign. But here we are planning the engagement party, so... Robin shrugs. The fact of the matter is, Sam already married for love once, and she told me she doesn't think lightning strikes the same place twice. She doesn't think she'll ever find love again. Pretty much explains the what the hell sentiment behind this whole thing, if you ask me. You shake your head, surprisingly, at the pang in your chest at Robin's words. Well, I hate to tell you this, but most people don't believe you'll find love more than once. Poor Sam. Sofia's not too bad if you have to settle down, but why not settle with a rich, beautiful robot? Fair point. But Sofia is terrible with the twins. Anna, everything is terrible with the twins. If it took Sam months to find you. Really? Robin gives you a long, unreadable look. Anyways, Sofia doesn't care. She and Sam want the same thing, to advance in their companies. What do you mean? Is Sofia going to be a CEO of Russo Industries too? According to her father, absolutely not. But he'll be hard-pressed to find a reasonable excuse if she manages to merge with them, with Dalton Enterprises, and get the board's backing. You take a deep drink from your glass before asking your next question. Do you think they will last? Sam's practically built for a long-term commitment. I wouldn't be surprised if it did last. Even though they aren't really in love. Lots of married people aren't in love, and I know Sam wouldn't want to put the boys through any more upheaval than they've already had in their lives. I put my money on them being together until the twins go off to college, if not longer. You convinced Robin to spill about Sam and Sofia. Plus it rhymes S&S, if you think about it. You take another sip of your drink as you try to process everything you just learned. Did I ever tell you about the time Sofia tried to order pizza over the phone? It was hilarious. She asked if the caterers had been to Le Cordon Bleu, or if it was just the chef. The caterers? She meant the delivery drivers. You giggle, accidentally dribbling some of your drink onto your tongue. Crap. Here, let me help you. Robin springs up and grabs a handful of napkins. I know how this sounds, but that stain is less likely to set if you take your top off. Robin, you're not getting me out of my clothes that easily. She smiles, leaning close and carefully dabbing at the droplets. Hey, you can't blame a girl for trying. Ahem. Uh-oh. Yep, hi, Sam. Gasp as Sam steps into the office, staring down her sister, whose hands are still on your breast. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Sam. What? You jealous? Is this how the shit works? You know? Makes the feelings come to the surface typically sometimes? I don't know. Moving on. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you like to support me and my content. Catch you all later. Goodbye.